Panic swept through Dubai on Eid morning as powerful missile blasts shattered the calm, shaking the city's status as a global tourism and economic hub known for its security and luxury. Explosions rocked several areas across the United Arab Emirates just as residents gathered to celebrate Eid, forcing many families to take shelter as air defenses intercepted multiple incoming threats. Even as the Islamic world marked one of its holiest festivals, the broader Middle East found itself engulfed once again in the US-Israeli war against Iran, deepening fears of a region-wide escalation. Dubai announced that it had successfully repelled an Iranian missile attack on the morning of March 20th, with its air defense systems intercepting the incoming threats and preventing any major damage on the ground. Powerful explosions reverberated across the United Arab Emirates as the Gulf nation celebrated the festival of Eid, startling residents and briefly overshadowing the holiday's normally peaceful festivities. The Dubai media office said, quote, authorities in Dubai confirmed the success of all air interception operations, with no injuries reported, unquote. The attack coincided with the day's very first call to prayers for Eid al-Fitr, marking the end of Ramadan, shattering the early morning calm at the exact moment worshippers prepared for one of Islam's holiest celebrations. Amid the sacred Islamic festival, the wider Middle East now finds itself flooded by the Iran versus US-Israel war, with scenes of conflict and chaos overshadowing what should have been a time of peace and family gatherings. An earlier Israeli strike on Iran's crucial South Pars gas field had already ignited Tehran's furious retaliation across the Gulf, setting off a chain reaction of attacks that pulled multiple Arab states directly into the line of fire. Israel's strike on Iran's massive South Pars gas field on March 18 may have opened Pandora's box, unleashing a chain of retaliatory attacks that could reshape the Gulf's fragile balance of power. In a swift act of revenge, Iran targeted Qatar's main gas hub, the Ras Laffan industrial city in the north, dealing a heavy blow to one of the world's most critical energy facilities. Before the disruption, Ras Laffan supplied nearly 20% of global LNG output, but the war's sudden escalation has sent markets into chaos and energy prices spiraling. Qatar labeled Iran's attacks on its primary gas infrastructure a direct threat to its national security, calling the strikes reckless and unjustifiable under any circumstances. Doha lashed out at Tehran, accusing it of crossing all red lines, as the regional war intensifies and diplomatic tensions reach a breaking point. The Qatari Foreign Ministry went further, denouncing Iranian missile strikes on energy installations not only in Qatar but also across Saudi Arabia and the UAE. Reports now reveal that an Iranian missile strike on a Riyadh fuel depot used by US fighter jets was caught on camera, fueling outrage in Western defense circles. In the UAE, operations at the Habshan gas complex were suspended on March 18 after pieces of intercepted missile debris rained down near the facility, prompting emergency evacuations. The Bab oil field was also reportedly targeted in the volley of strikes, though initial reports confirm no immediate injuries among personnel on site. The U.S. State Department has approved potential arms sales to 3 Middle Eastern nations worth more than $16.5 billion, a massive package pushed through as the Iran war sharply intensifies across the region. According to the Wall Street Journal, the U.S. government is not always required to publicly announce every component of these weapons deals, allowing some high-value sales to proceed with limited transparency and public scrutiny. The approved package includes a sale of advanced missiles, armed drones, cutting-edge radar systems, and a wide range of F-16 fighter jet munitions and upgrades, significantly boosting Allied air and missile defense capabilities. Among the largest components is a possible sale of lower-tier air and missile defense sensor radars to Kuwait, estimated at around $8 billion, designed to detect and track high-speed threats for integrated defense networks. The United States has also cleared aircraft and munition support for Jordan at an estimated cost of $70.5 million, aimed at maintaining and enhancing the readiness of its existing air fleet. The UAE, currently one of the hardest-hit countries in the Gulf amid the ongoing war, is set to receive roughly $7 billion worth of additional systems on top of publicly announced packages, including Patriot missiles and helicopters, further reinforcing its already substantial arsenal. Amid the ongoing war involving Iran, the United Arab Emirates has emerged as one of the hardest-hit nations, facing relentless Iranian strikes that have spilled over from attacks on neighboring states and regional targets. According to data visualized in a detailed chart published by the Financial Times, the cumulative number of Iranian assaults on the UAE over recent months has reached alarming levels. Reports indicate that the UAE has endured a staggering 1,628 drone attacks and 390 missile strikes, more than Kuwait, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, or Oman combined. Analysts note that only Israel has faced a comparable scale of Iranian bombardment within the region, underscoring how deeply the UAE has been drawn into the escalating conflict. Iran claims that its recent missile strikes were aimed solely at US military bases in the region. However, multiple reports indicate that several civilian and commercial sites have also suffered significant damage. Analysts believe the United Arab Emirates has become a strategic target for Iran, largely because of its powerful global economic influence and strong ties with Western nations. Military experts warn that continued strikes on Emirati territory could severely disrupt global energy supplies, trade routes, and financial networks that connect markets across continents. According to various international reports, the UAE has long established itself as a stable and secure hub linking the economies of the East and West, making it a critical node in global commerce. Iran's current military strategy seems designed to test the global perception of its power while simultaneously maximizing the political and economic impact of its actions on the world stage. The United Arab Emirates remains a key defense ally of the United States, maintaining close partnerships in advanced security systems, intelligence sharing, and defense technology cooperation. During his second presidential term, Donald Trump paid a significant visit to the UAE, underscoring the country's strategic importance to Washington's military and diplomatic network in the Gulf. Earlier, on March 7th, Iran launched targeted strikes on the Al Dhafra Air Base, a critical military installation that hosts both US and French forces conducting regional operations. The Al Dhafra Air Base in the UAE serves as one of the region's central hubs for air operations, surveillance, and intelligence missions supporting Western forces across the Middle East.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.